So anyhow guys, I might go and see my good friends at Vintage Watch Co. I'm thinking about later down the track, he sells Grand Seiko. I might approach him and see if I can ask him for a deal on a Grande Seiko. Located in Brisbane, Queensland. This is the capital city of Queensland, Brisbane. In the fabulous Brisbane Arcade. This is a Art Deco building which has some fabulous fashion shops for the fashionistas of Brisbane. Brisbane Arcade. One side Adelaide Street, the other side the Queen Street Mall. It's a thoroughfare which walk through just to see the absolutely gorgeous retail stores and eating establishments here. On the ground floor is my good friends, Vintage Watch Co., formerly known as Brisbane Vintage Watches. They have a selection of used and new luxury timepieces. Vintage Watch Co. I've known these guys since the late 90s. I've known Ronnie personally for over 20 years, and I'm very, very proud to spruik this company here. They are good friends of mine. They'll always give you a good deal. They'll look after you, whether you're trading in, upgrading. They also do the best service and polish work you can get. If you need something repaired on your watch, these are an independent service facility which can do absolutely magic work. They'll tell you whether it's worth doing. They'll give you a good price. These guys here are even dealers for Grand Seiko. That's right. I'm seriously looking at getting a Grand Seiko in the not too distant future. And this is where I'd be buying it from. Vintage Watch Co. They're located in Sydney and Brisbane. That's right. Sydney and Brisbane. These guys here are honest watch traders, and they always do the right thing by the customer. I don't get any sort of kickback at all for recommending them. I just recommend them because they're cool guys. They're really cool guys. I've known Ronnie and I've for years, and I've known Luke for years as well. That's the two proprietors, and I'm very, very happy to recommend them. They're great guys. They're great guys. They'll always look after the customer. They're fantastic guys. They're in Brisbane Arcade and also in Sydney. That's right, guys. So whether you're in Brisbane or going to Sydney, look up Vintage Watch Co. This here is the fabulous Vintage Watch Co. shop in Brisbane. Let's go and take a look at the Sydney offering. The Sydney offering is in the fabulous Strand Arcade. Strand Arcade, which is it's another historic type of shopping arcade in an upmarket part of town. This is one side is George Street, the other side is Pitt Street with the mall. This is one of the nicest retail precincts in Sydney. It's a fabulous place to look at watches. Vintage Watch Co. Used to be formerly Fred Mann. Fred Mann was a huge watch dealer in Sydney for many, many years. Now Vintage, part of the Vintage Watch Co. empire. Please come and have a look. If you're interested in watches, this is where you've got to be in Sydney. This is the place in Sydney to come and have a look. Vintage Watch Co. Tell me what you guys think of that.
Okay.